going into the last one, you got this 300 spread. You've been away, it's a family one. Sorry, I was regressing.
I've ridden in it. It's a pretty fun ride.
I bet.
For a couple of reasons. We've got 10 Killer in April or whenever, and they'll have the flexibility to go even into May, all right? Just depending on everybody's schedule. And then we've got Pinecone Fest in October down in Texas, all right? And then a lot of us have the 4th of July, we have a get together for that. And having 10 Killer and Mid-America so close to each other, people really have to make a choice which one I'm going to, okay? So Terry and I, we sat down, we talked about this, and it's not cheap putting on a meetup, okay? And it is, it's not cheap. And then when we looked at it from Mid-America #1, where there was over 300 people there, to this last one that was in Eufaula, the numbers dropped down, and now they've dropped down even farther. Because people have to make choices, and I get that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plan for a Mid-America YouTube camp out, okay? And it'll be somewhere new. This next year, we're gonna be at a place called Sardis Lake here in Oklahoma. It's ran by the Corps of Army Engineers, so is the lake. And when I talked to them, they made me a deal. They have their open camping along the lake line and stuff like that, a lot of campsites. And then they have campsite A and campsite B. And they said, since you are a disabled vet, we will give you one of the campsites with a pavilion, with a gigantic fireplace at the end of it for at nighttime and stuff like that, depending on when you go there. Middle of the summer, you don't want a big roaring fire. Okay, I get that. 15 RV sites with electric and water, and we will give that to you, all that, and you have a gate so people can't come in or whatever you want to do, for $150 a day. Okay? And I go, and Terry goes, wow, that is cheap, $450 compared to $3,000 to $4,000 for a meetup. Okay? With everything that it costs and all the traveling you got to do and all that stuff for a meetup. And I want to thank everybody that donated, became a sponsor of the Mid-America. We really appreciate that. So next year, it will be the Mid-America YouTube Camp Out. And it will be somewhere away from graduation month in May. It will not be in the dead of the summer, and everybody knows how it feels like in Oklahoma, but it will be somewhere, okay? We got to plan it out. And what that means is you come there and you camp out just like if you were going with your family somewhere. You provide your own meals, you do your own cooking. We have get-togethers every night. We may have a barbecue. It depends on how we plan this thing out. But it'll be a YouTube, basically a family camp out. And we'll choose a place that fits people. We don't have to worry about, is there lodging right next to it? Is there Airbnbs and stuff like that? It's a camp out.
Same amount of days, Mike?
Same amount of days. It'll be a whole weekend. And for us, being retired, okay, we really had to change the way we lived from making this much money, retiring, and making this much money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although everything's fine, it's just parting with that much money every year and hoping that you'll get a big bang out of it, and the numbers keep going down. So we're going to do that, and if people want to come, they're going to come. Now, when we do this, those 15 sites, instead of giving away t-shirts and merch and stuff like that, which probably cost us about $920 since we started giving stuff away. More than that? Okay. All right, I'm just trying to soften the blow. We're going to give away campsites.
Nice.
All right, so you'll come on our live. We'll do the whole thing when you're commenting and stuff like that, and we'll pick somebody. If that person says, well, I'm not going camping or whatever, then they can gift it to somebody else.
Cool.
All right, and you'll get that campsite for the whole weekend free.
I'm in it,
I know you're. So that's our plan for Mid-America. Okay?
Awesome. Sounds great.
Just stay tuned for dates and times and all that stuff when we pick the perfect time where it's not conflicting with something else. Not in August when kids are going back to school and so on and so forth. It may be a time where kids have a break, all right, or whatever. So just bear with us. We'll let you know more details as we go along, but it will be the Mid-America YouTube Camp Out. Okay? So bring your stoves. It'll always be somewhere where you don't have to have a generator, okay? And water and stuff like that. We'll always pick a good spot for it. And we got a laundry list of spots we want to go to. But we just don't want to jam it down everybody's throat at the same time. Because it is expensive to, number one, traveling, especially if you're hauling a trailer and you've got a diesel. I mean, it's insanely expensive. And we get that. Yes?
So,
Yes, we can have it at your place in 28.
so what happens if we now win a campsite, but we still want to?
Then you can contact the camping area and just make your own reservation. If you're a veteran, you get a huge discount per night. Instead of 20-something, I think it's 14 per night for a campsite with full hookups and stuff like that. But everybody else, I think that where we're at, it's like $18 a night for a campsite. So we wanted to put that out to you guys. If you're going to post it online, that's what we're going to do. And then we will talk about more of that, like on Morning Talk with Mike and Paul, on paying at the homestead, and so on and so forth. As we go along, we'll let you know all the details and stuff like that. Okay? Because it's right now, when we have it, graduation's really hard to beat up.
Yeah.
And things like that. So that's why we're changing it. And then taking that financial burden off us. Yes, throwing it on you. But you'd be doing it anyway if you went camping. And so we just want to make it a family camp out, get together, and stuff like that.
We
So,
want to enjoy social time.
yes.
That's what it's about.
When you put on a meetup, your social time, you got to pick and choose it, because you got responsibilities and stuff like that.
Right.
And if you ever been part of a planning team or whatever, it does. You're always working so everybody else can enjoy themselves. So.
Everybody give it up for Mike and Terry.
So that's the big news. Run with it. We will give you more information as we move along, and share out the information. Whoever posted, let us know and we'll share that out with our subscribers. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I have a question too. You know how like we do this today?
What's that?
You're talking about so much per day, and that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning.
Yeah.
What about those who might want to come, like we did early Thursday? Is that going to be an option?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The campgrounds ran just like this one.
Okay.
As long as it's not taken, you can camp there as long as you want. And I don't think they don't have a limit at the Corps of Army Engineers that you got to do 3 days. You got to pay for 3 days. You can pay for whatever you want.
But is it going to be extra for that extra night?
Yes,
So it'll be on us for whatever. extra-
yes, yes, ma'am. Anything else?
I think that's perfect planning, what you want to do.
What's that?
I think this is perfect what you're talking about doing. I think it relieves you.
Yeah.
But, and we're already bringing some food, but it relieves everybody their own, cooking their own thing, still having the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better.
Because there's a lot of people that support the meetups, and it's like Angie and Tony, I mean, if they just bought for themselves, the food cost would be, but they know, hey, let's buy extra bacon, let's buy this, let's bring more eggs, let's do all this other stuff,
Well, we end up with a lot of waste.
and then we have a lot of waste, so.
And they cut their butts off too.
And they do. Thank you.
Cook like 14 pounds of bacon.
Yeah.
We're not complaining, we're saying, that's the, yeah, and Chris,
On the grill.
yeah, it all adds up per meal.
Yes.
But if everybody does.
And I want to thank Tim and Dana for all their work. Thank you. Chris, thank you for everything that your family does for this. We always kid that the Leonards are here and they're in full force and they win all the prizes.
We love you guys.
And then that's why we did the giveaways different this year. Instead of, could you imagine, it was an hour and a half or hour and 40 minutes or whatever to do the bags. If we had all those out, doing each individual thing would take forever. And we've seen comments that says, yeah, the only thing I don't like about meetups is the giveaways are too long. We are giving away. It's not like you're working for it. But you know, we get complaints about everything. So we did it that way. It'd be a grab bag and you just grab it, whatever you got, you got. And I don't think anybody got something bad in their bag.
Nobody got rocks.
Yeah. And I want to thank everybody that contributed to the giveaways. We really appreciate that. We'll leave it there. We got breakfast in the morning at 9 o'clock. So please join us here for breakfast tomorrow. And the checkout time for the campgrounds is 1 o'clock. Yes, sir. No. Hey, his sergeant major sitting right there. She will keep him well informed.
Check out his two.
That's freaking hilarious.
Two.
Check out times.
Oh, check out his two. I'm sorry. I don't know. But
Just
anyway.
making things up.
But hey, and then again, I want to thank everybody for coming. I think it's been beautiful weather. And this thing right here, I wish we could pack it up and move it everywhere we go because it's a lot of room.
Yeah.
So, and tonight, guys, down there at the far end, we're going to have music. We're going to be dancing. So bring your sweetheart or a friend or whatever you're here with and come dancing with us down there. And especially you, Amy. What? I'm not paying attention. Okay. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming out. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you all.